Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a treat box. This could be for any occasion. It could be for Mother's Day, for Easter, for a birthday, just for any occasion. It's really sweet, and I'm introducing a new set. They are new online exclusive stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Is starting to do. So you can only get these online. They're not in any catalog. You have to go online, and to find them, you can go to my shop and search online exclusives. And this isn't the only set. I have another one coming, but this is the one that I'm sharing today. I love this flower on here. I'm very particular about flower stamp sets. I really have to like it to get it, but I really love the flower on here. And so this is what I'm sharing, this little treat box. So it just opens like that. It could be like an Easter basket for an adult. It could be for anything. Oh my gosh, you could just use this for any occasion. And so this is what I'm sharing. Now be very careful because the handle is just on the lid. And I have the Lynn Truffles in here, and it's pretty heavy and it's holding it. So I think that we will be safe with that. But yeah, this is what I'm sharing today. So let's get started with it. It is a little bit more involved, but it's really easy to do. Wait and see. Okay, so for this, what you're going to need is one piece that's 7 inches by 7. I'm changing the color, of course, so I can give you another idea. And this is Petal Pink. That one is Soft Sea Foam. And I'm also using new paper. You see, I matted the top and the bottom, and that's just the reverse side of this one. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with this. I'm going to use these flowers, and the top part is going to be this. All right, so the other piece, I know you all are going to scream because you hate 16th inches, but that's the only way I could get this top to fit this box. So I'm going to show you on here how to measure it. It's 5 1/16. Now I'm just going to bring up my trimmer and show you exactly where it's at, because I know a lot of you don't like the 16th inches. So I'm going to just put this scrap here, and this is the 5-inch mark here. I'm going to zoom in here for you. See if I can get it really close so you can see. I know some people do not like this, but it's the only way. So this is the 5-inch mark right here. So that's 5 inches. The next little tick is 1/16. So that next little line, let me see if I can point it out to you here closer. So this one right here is 16th inches. So on a ruler, it is the next little tick after 5. So that is how you cut this. 5 1/16 by 5 1/16. Let me zoom back out before I forget. Okay. I'm going to grab my tape because I'll need that for later. All right, so that's what this measures. All these measurements will be on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. For those of you who are new, I put a inspiration sheet every week on all my projects on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. You can go and download it and print it. But yeah, and if you're new, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. And also give it a thumbs up and share, because all those things help the YouTube algorithm. All right, so to mat this, you're going to need one piece that's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. You need 4 that are 1 7/8 by 2 7/8, and then 4 more that are 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then this piece right here is 3/4 inches by 8 1/2. So it's the full length of the A4 8 1/2 side. All right, then you need some scrap white to stamp. We are going to stamp with the Stamparatus today, and here is the set that I am sharing. It's this Irresistible Blooms and the Irresistible Blooms dies. This does come in a bundle, and you can get them in a bundle or on their own. But look how gorgeous this writing is. I'm using the Hello today You can use anything. Like I said, this could be for a thank you, a hello, it could be for a birthday, anything, Mother's Day. But aren't these pretty flowers? I just love the flowers on here. I love all the images on here. I even love this right here. It's so pretty. I love those little splatters. So that's what I'm sharing. And also, this is the Designer Series paper. Y'all, this paper is gorgeous. It's called Hello Irresistible. And I'm going to try to get these out here, but I want to show you some of them because they're so pretty. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? And look at the other sides. But I'm going to just go through it real quick, but look at. I was going to do this. This is also Lost Lagoon. It is an old color, and it is coming back. That is, I believe, one of the new colors coming back. And I need to find my Lost Lagoon stamp pad so I can use that again. But look at this. Look how pretty these are, these prints. And look at the other side. They coordinate so beautifully. And look at this. Aren't these so pretty? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I went ahead and got this paper. And there's the other one. So isn't that pretty? All right, so we're going to put this back in here and move on. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm using the Stamparatus. I have it all set up here to stamp. You need 2 of the small ones and 1 of each of these. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. I'm using the Stamparatus because I want this to be nice and dark. And I want to make sure it's nice and dark. We're coloring them with blends. I don't even know how I'm going to color this flower, but we're going to just kind of go with it and see what we come up with. And the best thing I like to do is always put one of my stamp sets underneath for stability on this when you are stamping. And then I'm just using the Memento Black because, like I said, we're using the blends. And you can do this whatever color you want. It's so pretty. I can even see this with the Country Gingham. So we're going to do these. This little stamping tool is such a lifesaver. I always say that, but it is linked in the description. For those of you who don't know, I have carpal tunnel, so it helps so much with your hands and wrists if you have arthritis or anything like that. It really helps because you don't have to put a ton of pressure on it. All right, so there we go. Look how nice and dark that is. I'm going to try to turn it and get that little one now. Let's see if we can do it this way. And we're just going to stamp the little one this time, because we need 2 of those. I could really just leave it like that because it is pretty dark when you stamp it once, but I really like it nice and bold. All right, so we got all our things right there. The Stamparatus, y'all, is another great tool to have, especially if you are a beginner, but I use it all the time now. All right, we are going to color this. And I'm going to do it petal pink because that is petal pink. So I'm going to start with the petal pink and we'll see where we go. This is super easy coloring. This one, I'm not even going to color the center. I'm just going to go around this whole thing really simply like this, because this is going to be underneath the other one. The small one's going to be on top. I'm going to shade this some with the dark. And you don't even have to go crazy with the shading on the bottom one. And I am just darkening around the areas that are already dark. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of this dark pale papaya. And I'm just going to do it for just a little bit of extra shading because it's pretty close to this. And I'm only going to do like the outside ones because those are the only ones you're going to see. And I'll probably do it better on this little one here. All right, that's all I'm doing on that. I want it really just nice and light. I'm just going to do this one too with the light. Oops, that's dark. We don't want to do that. We want the light. And just do the same thing on these. I like to shade it one at a time because this dries really fast, this ink. And so this is the dark pale papaya. We want to do this one first. And so you want to try to do your blending. Don't go from one, like try to do them all at once. It just works so much better if you do like one at a time. And then I'm going to take that pale papaya and just highlight a little bit here. The center of the flower. And I think I'm just going to do a light crumb cake in the center. Let's do this one too. This is the light. Let's do this one because we need them all. And I was debating which color to do the leaves, but I think I'm going to do them the same as the other one I did. Again, I'm going to do the dark. And then I'll just highlight a little bit with the pale papaya. All right, that is it. Now I'm going to do the leaves, and the leaves, I'm doing them with the dark soft seafoam, and then I'm just highlighting it with the soft succulent, only because I wanted something a little bit darker there. I'm going over even this because there's little lines here that you can cover. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Oops, I need to use the other side. Now on something like a leaf, you can go to the other because this is super quick and easy to do. All right, and that's all we're doing on the leaves. Now I'm going to grab this crumb cake, and this is the dark crumb cake, and I'm only going to do like a little bit of the center because we are using something else that goes in this. It actually comes in a suite, and I did get this suite because I loved everything in it. All right, so that's all we're going to do. When we come to it, I'll show you what we're going to do to the centers. Now I also cut out some of these leaves that are in this bundle because they're so pretty. So I only cut out 2. I don't know if I'll even use 2. I might just use 1. And then all the dies to cut out the leaves. And all these other pieces. I'm going to go ahead and get these all on. And then I'm going to run them through the cut and emboss. And I will be right back with these ready to go. Okay, so we have all our pieces we need for the top of our box, plus these 2 leaves I think I'm going to use as well. And so we're going to set these all aside. Let's put our flowers together. This is one technique I'm doing. Don't think I'm crazy, but I am just going to squish these in my hands because I want it to have some dimension. So I am just squishing these all in my hands, and I'm doing it. These are still a little bit damp, and so it really helps hold its shape. And I'm really going to scrunch up the top one there, and this one as well. And then we have all our things ready. I'm actually going to use a dimensional in the center of the large one. And then this one's going to go in the center of that one. Just figure out where you want to put it, how you want to put it. I'm going to do it like that. And then these are what we're going to use. Now I'm going to grab these. These are loose frosted dots. These are gorgeous, y'all. I don't even think you can see how beautiful these are, but they are in the same suite. I'm going to put some of them in the middle. I'm going to use some wet glue, and I'm just going to glue them in the centers of these. I'm just going to glue one each, but you can put a bunch if you want. You can put 3 in there, or how many ever you want. Now let's see, what color should I put in this one? I think I am going to, they have some Lost Lagoon in here, some pink. I think I'm going to do, let's do the pink ones on this one. I'm just going to put 1 of each. There's different sizes as well, so I'm using the larger ones on these. But these are so pretty. They're like iridescent. They're so, so pretty. All right. So these are all ready to go on our box. Let's scoot them all out of the way and make our box. Okay, this is the easy part on these, because we're going to score these. And on the 7x7, you're just going to score it at 2 inches on all 4 sides. So 2 inches. And then on this 5 1/16, by 5 1/16, you're going to just score it at 1 inch. This box is really easy. I know you don't like that 16th. I hear it all the time, but that's the only way I can do it, y'all. Only way. I tried everything. All right, so we are going to cut this. And on these tops, I like to just turn 1/4 of an inch, or a quarter turn, I should say, and then turn it, cut it. Y'all, I think I hear it thundering. All right, so now on this one, you can do the same thing. You can turn it 1/4 of a turn. We weren't supposed to get rain until later tonight, so I'm kind of surprised by the thunder. All right. I don't know if you can hear it or not. All right, and then this one. All right, so that is all we're doing. We're going to sharpen both of these. Okay, so those are ready to be put together. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to just put it on all these glue tabs here, these corners. And it's real important on these kind of boxes that you line these up really good. Like line these up to the edges, because it will make a difference in how this lid fits on your box. Yeah, now I hear it raining, y'all. It is Texas. You can just wait a second and it's gonna change. That was a big one. I don't know if you heard it or not. My poor dog, she is so afraid of the lightning and thunder. Oh my goodness. My husband's in there with her though. All right, and then we're going to line these up too. Really nice and straight. And I'm looking at my watch because this is the time my grandson gets out of school, and it never fails. I think that poor kid gets caught in the rain all the time. It seems like every time he's leaving or going to school. I'm just cutting off some little overhangs here. All right, and now this should fit really nicely on your box. See how nice that is? By the way, this box, someone will ask, it's 3 inches by 3, and it is 2 inches tall. So what I'm going to do first, because I don't want to forget, is to put my handle on. Now use something like your tear and tape. I'm just going to use some tear and tape on here. Or your Stampin' Sale Plus, because you want this to stay on your box. You can put a couple pieces on, one piece, but you want something strong. And I don't want to forget to put it on before I put my matting on, because you need to do that. So we're going to put this on here. It's just going to come around to your other side. And then we're going to go ahead and mat this. So I'm going to mat the top. Isn't this so pretty though? Even the opposite side is just so pretty as well. But we're going to use that on the bottom of our box, so you will see it. So this is going to go on the top here. I'm leaving the handle plain because it would be just too much with all of the matting that we're doing on this. And we're going to do all 4 sides. My sister has a birthday coming up, so I may give one of these to her, fill it with something. And see, this is going to fit right over the top. So you don't want to bring it down to the edge or you'll see it. So just leave a little bit of it like I did on this one. And then one more. And then we're going to just go ahead and do these bottom, and the bottom ones are going to be the flower side. Okay, so all of those are matted. Isn't that pretty? This paper is so pretty. And then we're going to put this back on. And look how cute that is. Isn't that pretty? I love this paper. All right, let's decorate our top. We have to still stamp our hello, so I'm going to go ahead and do that first. I'm going to stamp that there. And I'm just cutting this. It's pouring right now. And I'm just trimming these so it tucks in underneath the flower. Alright, so let's get these on. I'm just going to be using my Stampin' Sale Plus. You can glue these on too. I'm going to put a few there. Let's put this one here. Do this one. I love crinkling these up though. It gives it so much more dimension. Let's do that one. Let's do this one this way. And then we're going to do our leaves. I'm just going to do one on each side, one on this side, and one on this side. And you know I had to go a little bit crazy and add some ribbon to this. Let's see, how do I want to put this one on? I'm just going to use a little bit of this. So this one's best to use wet glue. I used wet glue on the other one. And my hello is going to go in here. Or should I do it on this side? Let's do it on this side if it's better. Just do it like that. I don't know, should I add this other one right here? I'm going to put the ribbon on, so I think I'm not going to put that on. Alright, so I have lots of choices of ribbon. I could use my basic white crinkle ribbon or my whisper white crinkle. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. If I should use this same one I use, the Parakeet Party, because it's got that sparkle on it. It's really pretty. And I also have the Sweet Sorbet, which I'm not going to do that one. It's too pink. I think I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to tie a couple small bows. I'm going to do 2 of those. You can leave it just like this, y'all, and not even add this little bow. I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to it. So that's why I added these. I'm going to use my glue dots. And I'm going to put one under here. They're sticking to me now. I'm going to put it way under there because I want to just scoot one of these ribbons underneath. And I'm going to use my stylus to get it under there. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Just one little glue dot. And that one's going to go on that side. I'm just scooting it in so you can just catch the tail ends of it. And that is it. Isn't it pretty? I hope you all like it. I really think this would be a great one for any occasion. So here is the soft seafoam, and this one is petal pink. Which one do you like better? I like them both. It's hard to say. All right, everyone, I hope you all have a blessed day. If you want to get the online exclusives, don't forget, you need to check them because there's so many cute things in there. And use my host code if you place an order because I really appreciate that. And also, the inspiration sheet and everything will be on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Have a blessed day, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.